So Charlotte, North Carolina, it sounds like a great place to live, but is it safe? I get this question all the time from clients and from people moving into town. They want to know if Charlotte's safe, it's a place they can raise their families, it's a place that they can move here on their own and feel like they're going to be okay. Well, I do have good news for you. As a whole, Charlotte is absolutely fantastic, but we're going to dive in a little bit and talk about Charlotte, safety, and what you need to know. If you're looking for all things Charlotte and the surrounding areas, including South Carolina, you've come to the right place. Be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stay up to date on everything Charlotte, even the things you didn't know you needed to know. In addition, if you want to know every time we put out a video, go ahead and click that notification button and you'll be notified when our next video is released. I get calls, texts, emails, Zoom invites every single day from people just like you, looking to make the move to the Charlotte and surrounding areas that need their questions answered. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, whether it's across town or all the way across the country, give me a call, shoot me an email, text, or go ahead and schedule a Zoom invite. All my information is below and we'll make sure that your move is exactly what you want it to be. So let's talk about crime. Let's talk about safety. Let's talk about everything having to do with Charlotte and the surrounding areas. Now, as some of you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I grew up in New York. That's right, I grew up on Long Island on the South Shore, and hearing sirens and ambulances was not something that was really outside of the norm. Now, depending upon where you're moving from, you might have a different realization or understanding of what crime or what safety looks like for you. Having lived in North Carolina for over 16 years, probably a little longer now, and living in Charlotte for over 12 to 13 years, I've come to realize Charlotte is probably one of the safest places in the country. I say that. I actually toured the country for an entire year, so I've seen a lot of the country, and I will tell you this is one of the safest places. In fact, a lot of people don't really even lock their doors. Now, that's not everybody, but it gives that confidence and that understanding that there are amazing, safe neighborhoods in Charlotte. Now, it goes without saying that Charlotte is a city. There is crime, and there are certain areas that have higher crime rates than others. One of my favorite websites to go to and check out, especially if I'm looking at a certain town or area to move to or to help a client move to, is neighborhoodscout.com. I'm going to make sure I put that in the description below for you to take a look at. This particular website, it's going to show you a lot of different demographics. It's going to show you crime rates. It's going to show you where the safest areas are and where are the areas you might want to avoid. Now, I'm here to tell you, there aren't many areas that I would say, oh my gosh, don't go there. It's very, very limited. And in fact, most of the families and individuals that I'm helping that are moving to Charlotte, they're not even looking in those areas. Reason being, usually the homes don't match what they're looking for. For example, if you're looking for a mature neighborhood with a 3-bed, 2-bath house, it's probably going to be in a pretty good area. Reason being, that's what's built there. Now, the closer you get into the city, the higher the crime rises. This is just statistics, and honestly, any city across the country that you look at, it's going to be exactly the same. So what can you do ahead of time to make sure that you are getting into the right spot? There's a few things that I recommend. 1, figure out what you want in a home, and then start talking to your agent about what areas have that style of property. In many cases, there's going to be certain price restrictions, or there might be constraints on the size of the home that you want, so you can start talking through what neighborhoods might be best. Number 2, check out Neighborhood Scout. The website is absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to help you make a decision as to what's best for you and your family. Now, in addition to that, on this website, you're also going to find information with regards to schools and how things really pan out when it comes to how they're performing. So this might be a twofer where you're checking out whether it's great for crime rates and whether it's great for schools. In addition to that, I recommend number 3. Every precinct and area has to state what types of arrests or what types of crime are occurring. In a lot of cases, it might look like there's more crime occurring than there really is. And what it is, it might be teenagers breaking into a car or things of that nature. But as a whole, violent crimes in Charlotte are far lower than the rest of the national average. In addition to that, even property crime is far lower than the rest of the national average. So take a look at that. Now, last and final, and I recommend this especially really for anybody, but I get the question a lot with regards to sexual offenses and people who are on the sexual registry. here is what you need to do. Go to that website, the registry, and we can put that down the bottom, but the registry is a great way for you to see who's in the neighborhood and what's going on. Some of my clients are very concerned about this, but once again, take a look at what those arrests were for. Sometimes they just messed up in college at a football game. We all have that friend. So make sure you take a look at what those crimes truly were before you make that decision. Now, all of this being said, Charlotte is an incredibly safe city, and that includes Fort Mill, Rock Hill, Matthews, all the surrounding towns. And I feel safe being a mom in these areas. I know you definitely will feel safe for yourself as well as for your family anywhere within the Charlotte borders. So take a look at those websites that I have below. You make your own decisions on where you want to be, but Charlotte is an absolutely amazing place to raise a family, to start a new career, or just to start over. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, whether it's across town or all the way across the country, be sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, or Zoom, and we'll make sure that your move is exactly what you want it to be. Until next time, I look forward to showing you around town.